as we're getting ready to take on the Edgewood Eagles. Eagles come in here. They've only played one game. They scored 62, but gave up 86. On the Pointers side, 2-0. They are averaging 76.5 points and giving up 61. I like a 15-point differential in that.
Well, and one thing that's different, I think, early on, Scotty, about our team is second chance points. It shows the maturity. It shows the work in the weight room. We've scored 31 second chance points. You know, early in their careers, these guys sometimes had a hard time getting that offensive board. That's a definite area of improvement, at least in the first two games.
Yep, for sure. Starting lineup, first of all, for the Edgewood Eagles, 6'4" senior Hunter Hardiman from Darlington, 6'2" senior Peyton Bowser from Carroll Stream, Illinois. 6'5" junior Matt Kirk from Milton, Wisconsin. 6 foot senior Trent Tusana. He is from Batavia, Illinois. And finally, they have 6 foot senior Isaiah Hughbanks. He is from Amro, Wisconsin. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We haven't had an Amro player in the league for a while that I can recall. Of course, there was a pretty good one a few dozen decades back. I'm kidding. Wasn't that long, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Randy Wade was from Amro, Wisconsin.
Did he play at Eau Claire?
That's a good question. I thought initially he had gone to Marquette and maybe came back to Eau Claire. That's just a guess, but
he was
unbelievable.
He was big and he was good. I remember that.
Yeah, he was a dandy. No getting around that. So here we go. Our Pointers, by the way, will go with their normal starting 5. 6'5" junior Seth Myron from Appleton, Kimberly High. 6'2" junior Josiah Butler, Appleton, Fox Valley Lutheran. 6 foot sophomore Carter Combs from Stevens Point. 6'8" junior Cal Crone from Waukesha West High School. And 6'4" junior Logan Bumgartner from Medford.
Well,
and of course the Pointers coached by Kent Dernbach in year number 3.
These two teams met a year ago. Pointers won 71-56.
All right, opening tip going to be controlled by Edgewood. They actually brought in Logan Steffensmeyer to jump center against Cal. Right side, it'll go there to Sana. He has it off the high screen. Carter got through that. Tusana out near the timeline, starting left. Fumbled it, got it back, and thought he dragged his pivot foot over to the right side. Hughbanks gets deep. Kick to the open corner, wide open. Oh boy, Hardiman wide open, scores the
When
three.
we allowed that ball to get off a drive to the baseline, which drew the backside help and allowed that across court pass.
Pointers get it down inside. Josiah Butler with an easy 2. But you got to cover up the corners.
Yep.
Cut off the baseline drive. I guess that's one way to do it. Tusana into the lane, kick out. Tusana's going to launch a triple.
Got it.
And they're 2 for 2.
Well,
Yikes.
Obviously, if they're going to shoot like that all game, they'll be a hard out tonight.
Yeah, you're right on that. It'll go left side. Stevens Point down 6-2 at the moment. Pointers with it. Bumgartner out on top. Myron left side. It'll go to Josiah Butler. Butler down low. Seth backing his way in. Turnaround jumper off the rim. No. And the rebound into the hands of Steffensmeyer. 6'7" freshman, by the way, out of Sheboygan North. Right side, Hughbanks. Back into the hand of Tusana. Got in deep, kick out, another 3. This one rims off. And Logan Bumgartner with a rebound. 6'2", Edgewood. Carter Combs up front. Gives it off to Butler. Butler looking at Cal in the block. They'll get it down to him. I think they brought in the freshman to battle Cal. He gets in deep but missed the shot. Coach wanted a foul called there, didn't get one. And Edgewood brings it up.
They will let you hammer on the way to the basket.
Tusana working against Carter Combs. Into the lane area, again drag that pivot foot, but then we give up a straight line drive to Kirk off of a screen.
Well,
8-2 Edgewood.
Down 6 early.
Yeah.
Defensive struggles.
Butler Over to Carter Combs, gets a step, takes Tucsona down deep. Now Carter's got size on this. Turn around and a little jumper. This won't go. Loose on the floor. And out of bounds. It's going to be Pointer basketball.
Cal was battling 2 Eagles underneath there, and they sort of tangled each other up and dropped it out of bounds. Good bother by your 5 spot.
8-2 Edgewood. Pointers inbound under their own basket, 20 on the shot clock. Carter will look to inbound it. Gets it in. Logan, quick catch, shoot 3, not going to go. Rebound fought for, pulled out of there by Edgewood. That was Eubanks into the front court. Tucsona off the high screen, and I think that's an illegal screen, albeit.
Yeah, on the big kid. I think that's going to be on Steffenmeyer.
He might have gotten away with it, but he leaned to try to make contact.
Another Sheboygan player, by the way. Speaking of
Sheboygan used to be really good in hoops.
On both north and south.
Yeah, especially north. Back in my day, anyway, which was, of course, eons ago. Seth Meyer on the baseline. Kick out, triple. Not going to go from Carter Combs, but rebounded by Seth Myron. Gets it down to the baseline, swing it around into the open corner. Baumgartner's triple. That's not going to go. And we've got a body down in the lane.
Got knocked down. Is that going to be on Myron?
Well, we can't buy a shot.
Nope.
It is going to be on Seth. That's his first.
Yeah, just 1 of 6 to start the game.
Isaiah Moore in for Stevens Point, replacing Logan Baumgartner.
Edgewood has started the game 3 of 4.
Yeah.
Typical game with Edgewood.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to shoot the ball. There's no doubt. Tucsona into the front court. Leaves it off. Hardiman left wing out on top. It'll go this time to Kirk. Kirk off the screen, double team, and then the Pointers drop it away. Tucsona getting by Cal into the lanes. Fadeaway jumper off the rim. Carter Combs with a rebound. Carter will push into the front court. Does not have numbers. Pulls it out. Finds Seth Myron once and finally does get it to Cal. Inside, spin move, goes up left hand, scores with a foul.
And counted. A lot of contact down below. Great job of getting that post position secured about 8 feet in front of the basket. Good hard right. Used the right shoulder to drop step.
Cal to the line, 9 of 13 so far on the year.
Yep. That's where our mismatch is. You like to run a lot of offense tonight through Cal.
Second foul, by the way, on Steffenmeyer. Cal makes good on the free throw. So the Pointers are back within 3 at 16-18 to go here in the opening half. Edgewood 8, Pointers 5. Tucsona front court. Out high, it'll go to Kirk. Left wing just into the game. Zane Willardson. Fadeaway 3, and that's Bowser.
Well, they're finding some open threes and they're hitting them. They only shot 1 of 4 from three-point line in their first game, but they're on fire right now.
Why do so many teams come into the Quant and shoot lights out? It seems to be that way. Myron wants a 3. That's not going to go. Rebound inside into the hands of Kirk. So you're down by 6. Quickly up front. Back to Tucsona. He'll just hold out on the right side. Finds Kirk out on top. Left into the hands of Willardson. Willardson back out. 3 on the way. Off the mark. Isaiah Moore with a rebound for Stevens Point. Isaiah, a junior out of Chicago. Runs it up the right wing. Very athletic. Gets in deep. Throws it out on the wing to Carter Combs. Trying to go deep, and then he throws it away.
Kind of got himself sealed on the baseline and made the bad pass to Cal.
Yeah.
Well, not a good beginning offensively or defensively, really.
No, I would agree. We're at the first media timeout. Pointers trail 11-5. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. Where the Pointers find themselves down by 2 possessions. They're down 6 at the moment.
Yeah, Edgewood 3 of 5, 60% from the three-point line. I tell you what, if they keep shooting like that, they'll be hard to wrestle back. Pointers just 2 of 9, Scotty. Slow, poor shooting beginning. We've been kind of settling for long outside shots, too. Yeah. I'd like to see a little bit more movement, a little more cutting, a little bit more energy trying to get that ball into the paint and scoring a little bit closer in, or get yourself to the foul line.
Yeah, when Carter gets the ball, he has a size advantage on Tusana. Why not go in there and try to post him up? That's my opinion anyway. With it here is Anderson for Edgewood. Jonah Anderson, he's out of Verona High School. All the way out to the timeline, working off the dribble. Left side, Bowser, kick out, wide open 3 again, and you give it up.
Tell you what, you
cannot play defense this poorly.
No, and you can help out at shooters that are 25 feet away and not be able to get back to your assignment.
13-5, I don't know what's going on, but that's really bad defense.
I mean, those are open shots.
Seth Myron down to the baseline, trying to back his way in. Tried to go underneath, nice block, he got it back, goes up, can't hit it, and now a foul called.
Foul.
Grant Muntz getting set to come in along with Max Raymer.
Edgewood running a lot of perimeter offense. That's nothing new. That's what was expected. There's times they're playing without a post. They're actually playing 5 out, and so they run a lot of high ball screens. But the last possession, Scotty, we just went over and chased a pass and left the guy wide open at the top.
Myron makes good on the free throw. 13-5. It's not like you hit a panic button, but you know, you get a bunch of people in the building, you don't want to start off with a stinker. You should be fired up and ready to go. And you're kind of playing, I don't know, uninspired is my word.
You kind of figured Edgewood would come ready to play. They always do. And
well, this is a golden opportunity for a team like this.
Yep.
Anderson into the front court, handoff pass, nice one. Bowser covered up by Moore nicely. Off a screen, down the lane. That's not a travel.
Wow.
Holy moly. 2 for Kirk. He's got 7 already. 15-7. Moore to Butler. Into the lane. Myron, pull-up jumper. That's going to rim off again. Loose ball on the floor. Who's down there digging it out? But Carter Combs. And then a jump ball or a foul?
Jump ball. It's going to stay right here with the Pointers.
Oh, that might have been Seth that was down on the floor digging that out.
Yep.
I think I gave credit to Carter. He's sitting on the bench right now.
Well, I tell you, when you have a team shooting 67%, you know your defense is not working well.
Yeah. Well, you're taking gambles for no reason.
And they're running some good screening action. And they got, they're catching shooting in rhythm.
A little bit of moisture on the floor, apparently. AC Stroke out of New Glarus into the game, 6'5" junior.
Well, 20 on the shot clock.
13:56 to go in the half. Butler trying to inbound, gets it into Grant. Muntz on the left baseline, trying to back his way in. Had nowhere to go, got it off to Moore, and an illegal screen on Grant Muntz.
Well,
second team foul on the Pointers. 3 already, by the way, on the Eagles.
13:49 in. See if we can get some minutes of good play here.
Front court, Anderson against Raymer. Over to the right wing, it'll go there. Hardiman against Grant. Trying to get by him, down to the baseline. Double team comes over, popped away by Logan Bumgartner. Loose ball. Butler comes out of there with it. He will take it in at the other end, lay it up and in.
Yeah, good job of putting his body under the defender and shielding the layup.
15-9. Another steal. Raymer takes it in and scores it.
Well, there's defense converting to offense. Back-to-back turnovers.
15-11.
Raymer's got long arms.
Yeah, Raymer's going to be so good, and that's a block.
Yep.
Came close to getting a charge, but
I like the effort.
Yeah, I think the coaching staff is really excited about Max.
And he's a true freshman.
Freshman out of Sun Prairie East.
Prairie, speaking of a city that produces basketball players. Now that they have 2 high schools, they produce twice as many, I guess.
I'm not sure about that part, but possibly. All right. Back within 4 is Stevens Point. Anderson up front on the dribble against Raymer. And another screening foul.
That on the backside?
I think
been down low.
This is going to go on Caleb Walter. Another
You
one
know
of
what?
those Sheboygan North kids.
He actually was just cutting off to get a pass. He must have pushed off.
15-11 Pointers down. Have not led.
Nope.
Isaiah Moore brings it up. Gives it on top to Bumgartner. Logan on the dribble, gets down the lane, and he traveled with the ball.
He did. He ran into a double team off the dribble.
Well,
yeah. Of course, this is pack line defense, and they're not going to give up gaps very easy.
no. So the Eagles will get it back. Pointer women with a nice win on the road again. Congratulations to them. Front court, left wing, Hardiman gives it up over to the right side to Sauna. Sauna back out, 3 on the way, and another open 3 stroke. They're all hitting threes, 5 of them already.
Well, we talked about 8 players, all capable shooters.
Bounce pass, Bumgartner, kick out. Raymer wants 3, that's not going to go.
One and done, too. They've done a good job on their defensive boards. We talked about second chance points. We have none.
Sauna into the lane, dishes out, Hardiman. Hardiman into the right corner, threw that to the fans. I'm not sure Kareem could have gotten to that one. 12:05 to go in the opening half. Crone back in for Brent Muntz. Into the game for the first time for the Pointers tonight is Tyler Orr.
Pointers have been outscored 12-0 on three-point shots.
Had a varsity reserve game just prior to this. So some of these guys got some game action. Well, not the guys on the floor, the reserves, if you will. Cal Crone, handoff, Raymer, attacks into the lane, down the lane, he's fouled.
There you go.
I like the attack.
I agree. We've been settling for jump shots, Scotty. I like the fact that Raymer took the ball in, and we mentioned if you're not hitting shots, get to the foul line, and that's exactly what he did.
Stroke with the foul, 5th team foul, and another timeout here, 11:54 to go. And we will take a 30-second break. Coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Pointers down by 7 against the Edgewood Eagles.
You know, I guess they should be happy if you're shooting 30% and your opponent is shooting 70%, to be down just 7. But they've been making shots.
That's because it's early.
Yep.
If that stays, that will be a much bigger margin. We're not hitting shots, but we are not defending the way Coach would want. That's for sure. Too many open looks. Well, it's one thing if they're going up over you scoring, but when you're giving up open looks, I don't think that's quite what they're looking for defensively.
Yeah, and we've been caught sagging a couple times, you know, trying to get into that gap or double a pass. And boy, they've gone to your spot, caught in shot.
Raymer going to the line. He is 2 out of 2 on the season. First is perfect.
The Pointers in these early goings are 78% as a team. That's exactly what we asked for.
Yeah. You got to like Max's 6'4" and long arms.
He is long.
You know, and he's gonna be tough to get out of the lineup.
And
I'm gonna tell you right
he
now.
He's still a relatively skinny-looking freshman.
He is.
And
He'll get
a couple
better.
years of weight, he's going to get a lot stronger.
Sauna, jump pass into the hands of Walter. Back over left side, shot won't go. Cal Crone with a rebound.
Well, that was
Sometimes
an open.
It's nice to see the game.
Yeah, they missed an open look there.
Can't see through the coach.
Hands.
Cal Crone is fouled.
Yep.
18-13. And who's going to get the foul? That's going to go on Hardiman. Well, they have 16 fouls, but only one player has more than one. Back in will come Willardson.
They'll play 8 or 9
Kohler.
and rotate them right on through. They're almost clones of one another size-wise.
Tyler Orr inbounds. Cal Crone left baseline, holds it there. Backs his way into the lane. Now he got deep, goes up right hand overlay, but another foul.
Yeah, good job of playing off 2 feet, Scotty. Really good balance. Brought the feet together and is going to finish right hand. Of course, Cal, a natural left-hander.
Willardson picks up his second. 17 fouls. Cal will go to the line. It is a shooting foul, so he gets 2 here.
He's 9 of 13 on this early season.
And now he's 2 out of 2 tonight, so you can change that.
Well, if you
11
get
out
the
of 15.
one possession game here, you make this one.
All right, second one coming up after the officials talk things over with head coach Justin Meyer of Edgewood. Lefty goes up with the second, and he got them both. Cal with 5 points in the game. Pointers are back within 3 at 18-15.
If you can get a stop here.
Front court, Tucsonta gives it up out on top to Hardiman. Left wing, this time Kirk. Kirk has had the deadly eye. He's got 7 points early. Tucsonta against Orr. Left side Hardiman into the hands of Kirk. Puts it on the deck, trying to go over Seth Myron. Good defense by Seth. Scooping layup, no. Orr with a rebound. Our point guards do rebound pretty well.
Yep.
Orr up front, stops at the arc, gives it up to Cal. Cal into the lane, spin move, goes up, had it stripped away and out of bounds.
Maybe not. I like the attack.
Yep.
Nobody came out to him, and he immediately, we're talking about Cal Crone, immediately took that right at the defender. Said,
Yep.
well, if you're not going to come to me, I'll come to you.
So the Pointers will inbound under the basket. They do to Cal. Out on the right baseline into the corner. Crone will attack off the wing, kicks it out, Orr with it. Orr takes it back, had it poked away, loose on the floor, jump ball.
I think they're going to get Orr on the foul on top.
Well, you might be right.
If there's anything we've seen this year, and I don't know if it's a point of emphasis or not, but on scrambles and balls on floor, the guy that jumps in there has been getting called for fouls.
Well, he showed too much ball, had it poked away, and you were right. It's on Tyler Orr. So,
and there's a
another turnover.
Yep.
Down by 3, Stevens Point, 10:36 to go.
Turnover number.
Tucsonta into the front court.
Excuse me, Scotty. Turnover number 3.
Into the post, it'll go Hardiman. Nice pass underneath.
Yeah.
And an easy lay-in for Caleb Walter. What's going on with the defense?
Cal Crone got caught chasing.
Seth Myron goes left to Orr. Well, let's give Edgewood some credit. Cal outside the arc. Holds his foot down. Raymer over, it'll go to Orr on the right wing. Cal wanting to post, they don't go there. Myron out on top, left side. Raymer drops it into Butler on the baseline. Orr wants a trip. Oh, that's not close.
Missed
and the
it.
rebound off to Edgewood.
Well, deep
Well,
into the
you
shot
got
clock.
within 3, and you're down 5 with a chance for Edgewood to extend again. Tucsonta, quick 3, and he hits it because you weren't there.
You know what? You put your hands down. You didn't have high hands, and he just said, well, I'll shoot over you.
Now you're down by 8.
Josiah Butler's been really quiet on our offensive end.
Well, yeah, he's not getting the ball in scoring position. Josiah has it out on top. Myron faked the 3. He'll drive it to the hoop, then kicks to the corner. Raymer's 3, that's not going to go. Seth had an easy layup if he goes to the hoop. I mean, everybody wants a 3, but that's a layup for Seth. I don't know why he gave it up. Tucsonta double teamed out on top.
Oh, good
Finds
pass.
it in the lane, spin move, nothing there. Kick out, wide open 3, buried again by Hardiman.
Timeout.
And the Pointers are getting buried in their home opener. 26-15, 9:03 to go, and the Pointers in a bit of a scramble right now. This is a 30-second timeout.
When we've been scrambling defense over there, we got caught again, double teaming the ball way out on top, and boy, they rotated that beautifully. They found where the help came from, and he kicked it to the corner. And again, they're just shooting lights out from behind the three-point line, but they're open looks.
Yeah. I don't get the sense of urgency or whatever from the Pointers right now, kind of going through it like, okay, we'll catch up. Well, at some point, you better start catching up. You're down by 11 right now.
And if you're going to double 30 feet away, then you better be ready to chase in the back end with your three defenders who are left, and they just spread the floor. That's one of the things with the offense that they're running. They are spread. So if you double, they have a spread offense, and it's really hard to get out to those shooters when you're the helper.
So Combs, Moore, Crone, Myron, Butler will be on the floor.
8-0 run for the Eagles.
After you had gotten back to within 3. Butler on top, nearly turned it over. Crone back to Butler. Josiah drops it in, baseline Myron. Trying to post, he traveled.
Good call.
Was going to make a move, then decided, I don't know, and both feet went. Well, 26-15, Eagles. This will make their year if they can knock you off. And boy, it will not make your year if you lose your home opener. I know there's a long way to go, but this is some ugly basketball right now.
Down 11.
Tucson bounces it off Kirk. Kirk against Josiah, takes him right down the lane, goes glass and scores with a foul. We are absolutely getting ripped apart right now.
Kirk 6'5" out of Milton.
Butler with his first foul.
That's a 10-0 run now, Scotty.
It'll be 11 after he makes the free throw.
We are definitely on our heels, and they are attacking.
Yep. Just don't seem to have any energy whatsoever. More into the front court. Left side, it'll go to Cal Crone. Crone back out, Seth Myron. Somebody's got to start making some baskets. Here's Josiah, left baseline. They do a good job cutting him off. Got a foul in the post.
Yep.
It'll be a 1-and-1, I think, for Cal.
And I think that's going to be on Kirk.
Going to be on Stroke, his second.
My bad. There's a hole. I had the wrong number, but there's a hole against Cal Crone. And we are shooting.
A 1-and-1.
Yep.
So now you better make them.
Yep.
Because you need every point you can dig out right now.
That's a fact. You missed this. It's like a turnover.
First one for Cal. Front end of a 1-and-1. It's on the way. It does not go. That's the way things are going right now.
Boy, everything that can
Kirk
go
with the
wrong
rebound.
is going wrong.
Yep. 29-15 Edgewood.
And you know, the fans would like to help out, but they've had nothing to cheer about.
Anything to cheer about at the moment. Bounce down the lane, pull up off the glass, didn't even use the glass, and Kirk scores again.
He went right around Butler and no help at all. I tell you, we are discombobulated.
Down 16 at the moment. Carter Combs scrambling down to the baseline. It'll go to Cal Crone. Cal backs his way into the lane. Kicks it out. Moore, he got away with a travel. Into the lane, pull-up jumper. That's not going to go. And the rebound off to Edgewood, Tucson. Up the left wing, it'll go to Kirk. Kirk stops there, lost his dribble. Out to Tucson. 31-15 Edgewood. Ugly basketball in the quant by the home team. Kirk wants 3. You might as well count it.
And they're just all open shots.
Yeah, nobody's playing defense. 34-15.
That was just two-man basketball and really, really easy.
You got a long ways to go to dig out of this one now.
No, you sure do.
I don't care if you play great the rest of the way. You might not win this, and another turnover. Fortunately, the Pointers able to recover the ball that was thrown out in front too far. Combs, Moore, right baseline, Butler backs his way in, turnaround jumper. He left that short. Rebound, Cal Crone. Just as he's going up to slam one, it's stripped away, out of bounds. It'll be Pointer ball.
You know, Seth gave that rebound up, Scott. I think he could have just turned and laid it in himself. We have puzzled looks on our faces.
Yeah, well, it didn't come to play. Bottom line, you did not come to play because this is a squad that is down by 19 points with 6:43 to go in the opening half. Might turn it around, but you might not. Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard right now showing Edgewood 34, Stevens Point 15. The final score, they're on the corner of 2nd and Maria, Stevens Point. They have all of your game day needs, or you can stop at the OT Tavern for a little something extra. Okay, so football today. Pointers fall to La Crosse, 52-0. River Falls wins outright the WIAC with a 29-19 win over Stout. Whitewater takes down Oshkosh 24-7. Platteville 55, Eau Claire 28. So you have River. They get the automatic bid, and I don't know, it might be, but you might end up with 4 WIAC teams in the playoff put in. Honestly, they deserve it, but tied for second are La Crosse, Whitewater, and Platteville, all with 2 losses, all in the conference.
And I had it confirmed. Now you don't have to wait until selection day, Scotty. It was confirmed. The computer says all 4 are going.
Okay. Well, that's good, and deservedly so.
Now it's a whole different ballgame than when
it's a totally different
you were
thing.
apprehensive and you had to wait on Sunday to see if the committee selected you. Not anymore. It's all determined in that computer.
Many computers, they never give you bad information.
The only thing you don't know is who you're going to play until selection day.
All right, are you going to start to play basketball?
Oh, boy,
or
I tell you what,
give one away?
They are shooting 72%.
Inbound, it'll come to Crone, out on top to Moore. Moore looked inside, drives it himself down the lane, goes glass, can't hit it. Tipped around, Edgewood with a rebound.
They're just staying in front of us really well and giving no gaps.
Front court, Anderson,
illegal.
Off the screen, another illegal screen.
Yeah, that was right in front of us. That was number 15, Anderson.
Fouls. 6:27 to go in the half.
Well, if you get to the line now, you're going to get 2 shots.
Well, can you get it inside double digits before halftime?
Well, that would be nice if you get it down to 8 or 9, right?
Yeah. Moore off the left wing gives it on top. Well, somebody's going to have to start making a basket. They've got Butler all bottled up right now. Carter Combs back over Raymer into the corner. Moore in deep. Cal, he'll get an easy lay-in.
Well, you would think we could do that like every possession. At least you'd like to get a lot of touches in there.
34-17.
But boy, if you can't get a stop, you're not going to get close.
Anderson on top against Carter Combs, trying to go by him. Into the corner it'll go. Pull-up jumper, and that one's going to go from Bowser. That's just a great play.
I mean, he shot that before he looked at the rim. That's a hold.
Yeah, Butler
that's not a good
go
play.
To the line.
You're gonna send Butler to the line for two foul shots.
That'll be 2 on Jonah Anderson, and the 10th team foul. So
You'll get
Josiah, who has 4 points so far, will get his first trip to the free throw line here tonight. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service, performed by qualified technicians that you can trust.
Tell you, Sky, that basket has to be looking like an ocean to the Edgewood Eagles right now.
Yeah, they've got something going. Butler's free throw is good.
The last shot, they just took off hard to the left, turned and shot, and that was nothing but net.
36-18. Josiah will try to get it down to a 17-point deficit if he can hit this one.
Boy, do we need some stops in this last 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Well, you know darn well when you're down this far, it's going to be defense that gets you back into it. Because if you can't stop them from scoring, you can't catch up.
No.
Into the front court, Tucsona stopped his dribble early. Carter comes up on him, manages to get it off on a pass, tipped out of bounds. They're going to say off Moore. Looked like it might have been off Bowser.
It might have been off Bowser's knee, but.
Well, they'll inbound off the right sideline, 17 on the shot clock. Kirk, the inbounder, he's having a first half plus. Tucsona off the high screen. Long three. Crawls over the rim good, and a foul.
Are you kidding me? That one was short. Crawled all the way up and back down and through. I mean, everything that's thrown up is finding the basket.
He's got 3 threes, and Cal Crone called for a foul underneath. They're up by 20, and we'll get the ball back.
This could be a 6-point possession, Scotty. You're down 20.
Yeah. You better come to play here pretty soon.
That ball was as short a shot as I've ever seen go in.
Tucson against Carter Combs. Well, one thing, I mean, it was a long way out, but you did not put a hand up. Tucson working off the dribble, sends it over to Kirk. He'll take a shot from the same spot. This one comes up short. Raymer off to Combs. Combs front court, stops at the arc. Works it toward the corner, gives it up to Butler. You need a basket here. Carter Combs drops it in, right baseline, Cal Crone. Long cross court. Raymer with the three, no, but a foul.
He'll get 3 shots.
That is going to be on Eubanks.
Well, boy, oh boy. I think everybody in this field house is just a little bit stunned, and that includes me.
Well,
my goodness.
We have seen Edgewood do this before, but I don't recall them doing it on your home floor.
71.
And that's where the disappointment comes in.
71% shooting, 15 of 21, Scotty. That last
First
three
free throw good.
was NBA 3.
Yeah.
And it was short off his head. It's like, well, they're not going to make this one. And next thing I knew it, somehow hit that rim with a spin and went straight up and back in.
Raymer's second. Nope. Myron will come back for whom? Cal Crone.
You know, you can only get in 2 and 3 points at a time, but until we start getting some stops,
nothing will matter
no.
if you don't improve the defensive end. Raymer made 2 out of the 3.
I mean, they're already at 39 points, Scotty, and there's 4:43 to go
yeah.
yet. They're headed to a 50-point half.
Yep, that's a fact. Tucson sends it across the way to Kirk. Kirk trying to direct a little traffic. Back over Tucson against Carter Combs on the wing. Carter trying to stay with him here. High screen, they rub off. Tucson picked up by Myron. A deep 3, going to be way off the mark. Well, now if you start throwing garbage up like that, you're going to let the Pointers with an opportunity anyway to get back in.
And in his defense, the shot clock was at 2. So he almost had to take that shot.
Josiah Butler bounces it off to Myron. Back to Josiah. Josiah attacks to the baseline. Back out. Myron's triple. Banked it in.
Oh, boy.
However it goes, we'll take it.
Yeah, at this point, you'll take anything, right?
Yeah. 39-24. Maybe that makes up for the one that crawled over the front of the rim. Bowser with it. 39-24. Pointers down 15. 3:48 to go. As we said before, can you get back to within, 8-9 points? Then you got a ball game at half. Tucson, kick to the wing, 3 open, in and out, no. Ooh, halfway down, came out. Moore with a rebound, runs it up, top of the circle, right side Butler. He'll attack on the baseline, and he's fouled.
And we're getting to the foul line now, which would be a concern for Edgewood. Suddenly, fouls are piling up, and we're scoring from 15 feet.
Foul gonna go on Hardy tonight, you believe, his second. And we've got the media timeout. 39-24 Edgewood. Let's take 1 minute break. We're coming back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. To go in the opening half. Edgewood leading Stevens Point 39-24.
Well, Edgewood, Scotty, playing 5 out. I mean, there's nobody even on a post or near the paint. And they're really just cutting and running, and they say, you know what, you may be bigger than us, but we're going to take you all out to 25, 30 feet and see if you can keep up with us. And so far the answer has been no, we can't.
Josiah, you need every point you can get. He's good on the first. 7 points for Josiah Butler right now. Another one coming up. It could get you back within 13 if you hit this one.
Yeah, we were down 20.
And he's got it.
Well, 3:29 to go. See if you can own those last 3.5 minutes and get to the locker room.
Yep. Illinois Wesleyan beat UW Oshkosh 75-68. Bounce pass across the way, Kirk. Off on the left wing, it'll go there to Walter. Walter finds Tusana in the lane.
Are they going to get Josiah or are they going to get Carter?
Josiah.
Butler.
That'll be 2 on Butler, and he's almost going to have to come out of the game.
Well, you wonder how coach is going to play this down this many, knowing you need offense. Be interesting.
Yeah.
Nope, he's going to come out.
So, somebody, you can't have them gone in the second half.
No.
Because of fouls.
Boy, just been a beneficiary of some really tough calls, hasn't he? And on all 3 games now.
We're going to call this a shooting foul. It is. 2-shot foul. I didn't even think
bonus.
that he was. The baseline official held up 2 fingers.
Huh?
So,
well, he
made it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
now.
the guys on the floor were certainly playing that as it was a 1-and-1. Who knows?
26 for the Pointers, 40 right now for the Eagles, and make it. Well, he left it short. Good. I'm glad I did that.
There you go.
40-26, 14-point game. Carter Combs up front. Over, he'll go to Seth Myron. Cal Cronin and over to the right corner, Combs. Carter across the way finds Myron to the free throw line. Bounces it down low, Cal. Spins into the lane, goes up, left it short.
Yep.
Well, Cal's not
they've
on
done
his
a good
game
job
right now.
staying in front of them and making those shots come from 5 or 6 feet instead of off the glass close.
Tusana working dribble into the lane, got by Carter, missed the layup, rebound, Seth Myron.
Boy, that's one you'd like back.
Carter Combs up front, works all the way to the baseline. Now he's got a size advantage there. Kick up. Myron takes it over to the top of the circle, all the way down to the baseline. Seth just holding it there, kicks it out more, open 3, no. Rebound inside, what are we gonna get?
Are going to get Cal on this?
Foul on.
On who?
Oh boy, that might be 3 on Cal.
Nope.
No.
It was on Max.
Raymer with his second.
And this will be shooting now. Boy, you start to get a couple stops, and then they go back on a little run of their own. This time,
that's the
back
problem.
to the free throw line. Well, maybe you'll do us a favor and miss the front end of this bonus.
That's the problem when you bury yourself so deep.
Yeah, no room for error.
First one is good. 41-26. Didn't see this coming, I'll be honest. Not that I didn't think Edgewood would be a good opponent, but to be so flat and uninspired defense, pretty much a surprise to me. 42-26.
And there's no reason for it because they always come to play you hard.
Yeah. Myron down on the left baseline. You're down 16 again. Backing his way, kick out. Carter Combs triple, got one. His first basket of the game.
Well, 2 minutes to go.
42-29. Another stop, another three-pointer, and you're getting back where we were talking about. Kirk on the left wing, but you need to stop. Poked away by Carter. Kirk got it back, then loose again. Still on the floor. Moore comes out with it. Isaiah into the front court, top of the circle. Gives it up on the right side. Carter Combs down to the baseline. Slides it in. Kicks it out. Moore thought about it. He'll take it into the lane. Pull up jumper, bank it in.
Not an off glass. That's a couple bank shots. Well, you're down 11, Scotty, and they're going to take 30. You got a chance to get this under 10.
42-31.
A huge emotional lift.
Yep, no doubt about that.
Take that momentum into the locker room. A huge last 1 minute and 24 seconds. for both teams here.
Looks like they are turning this into a 1-minute break. We're going to stay right here. Aspirus Health, passion for excellence, compassion for people. Well, our Pointers next Friday will face Bethany Lutheran at 7:15, the second game of a 2-game night. The first game will be between Ripon and Milliken. So next Friday and Saturday, Pointers are having a pre-Thanksgiving tournament. Now, that's what they call it. I don't know. Don't you want a fancier name than that? Like turkey trot game or something weird?
The Pointer Turkey Trot Open. That's kind of like a golf tournament if you call it an open.
Like we always think in golf terms anyway.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Don't call it a Ryder Cup, because nothing happens good when you do that.
Yeah, you got that part right.
This has kind of been like the Ryder Cup tonight. We've been ambushed.
Yeah.
Well, can you get a stop here?
Eau Claire ends up with a 61-59 win over Concordia today. Tucson off on the right wing will go to Walter. Kick out, 3 off the front of the rim. Who's going to get the rebound? Edgewood down the lane, bank it in for Kirk, and a foul.
I tell you what,
nobody went to get the loose ball.
Boy, it came right out the free throw line, and nobody went and got it. Carter did a great job of going vertical there. Fine with the basket, but to call the and one, I just think that's a bad call. He went straight up, totally vertical, which is, you're right as a player to own that. Space on the floor. I just don't agree with that call.
Kirk able to finish a 3-point play.
Boy, every time you come, they make some plays, don't they? Make a shot.
45-31. Well, you don't go get a rebound. It was there for everybody.
Second chance.
Everybody stood around. Seth Myron on the right wing attacks. Poked away from behind, a little Matador defense.
You did your work. You got a bad miss. And then go to the ball.
18 points for Matt Kirk right now. That's unbelievable. 45-31. You're down by 14. Inside a minute to go. Myron, baseline jumper, not going to go. And the rebound goes to Eubanks.
You just can't get an extended period where you win the period.
Eubanks, left wing, Kirk. Stopped his dribble, gives it up, Walter. Over to Tucson, and another screening foul. Second on Walter, Pointer ball back.
Well, there's 36.8 seconds to go. There's just not enough time where you can try to go 2 for 1 here, where you could get a really early shot, because even at 32 seconds left, you know that Edgewood's going to use their full 30 once they get it back. So this will be your last possession of the half.
Unless they fumble it or turn it over somehow. Cal Crone way out on top. You need a basket. No getting around that. 2 or 3. Cal in deep. No shot available. Over to Butler. Butler into the lane. Kicks it out. Moore wide open. Triple. Got it.
Well, good offense there. We drew their defense in. Can we get a stop to end?
45-34, 9 seconds. Tucson into the front court. Working to the right. Step back. A long triple. Comes up short. Moore will launch. And they're going to call a travel on Moore.
Well, no.
Are they going to get to? Yep, they're going to call it halftime.
I think what Coach also wanted is that new rule, Scotty, where if you intentionally flop.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Yeah, he did. Tucson flopped.
He did.
There's no doubt about it. He was trying to make it look like Carter had jumped into his space coming down, which he did not.
Yep. That was definitely an intentional flop.
No, I thought they called halftime, but they're going to confer here. The scary part is if they put anything on the clock, it appears it would be an Edgewood inbound under their own basket. So let's see if they put some kind of time back on the clock or not. We're not quite at halftime, even though the scoreboard shows all zeros at 45-34.
Well, apparently this is nothing they can go and look at the film on.
Yeah, I don't think so anyway.
You can, well, and what you can look at film on in D3 is different than others. I think they can only look at possession.
Yeah, I'm not sure all the rule on that. We just don't have the cameras that a Division I game would do.
But we've got to have a camera, right?
We will.
Timing error and a potential flagrant foul.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Potential flagrant
Yeah,
foul
and
and
that-
a timing error.
And the flagrant would be the intentional flop.
Yeah. And that was a flop, in our opinion, and it was right in front of us.
So that's reviewable.
Yep. I mean, there was no doubt about that in at least my opinion. I can't really speak for
Scott,
you.
it was right in front of it. There's not a doubt in my mind he flopped. Carter never made contact. It was a good closeout, very carefully, because he knew he could not get close and make that contact. And it was even, sometimes guys will kick their feet out.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't happen.
Yeah, no, he just
he
fell
just,
backwards
He just
with it.
fell backward to make it look like Carter had made contact.
Correct.
And there's not a doubt in my mind it wasn't he lost his balance and fell backwards. In my mind, it was intentional.
Yeah. I'm right there with
And
you
then
on
the other
that
thing
one.
is they want to know, as a timing error, should there be 0 on the shot on the game clock? So how much time should be on the clock, and was that flagrant?
It's a little testier than we wanted. I will
Well,
say that no matter how this
if we could
ball comes
somehow
out.
get a free throw or 2 out of this, we could get it down to that 9 or 10 we had hoped for.
Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. So again, the Pointers are home next weekend, Friday and Saturday. There's 2 games both days, 5 o'clock and 7:15 Friday, and then 2 and 4:15 on Saturday afternoon. So come on out.
Well, they've seen what they want to see with that being the officials. And now we're going to talk about the lead official, the head official, as he left the table, just kind of had a brief shake of his head to me in a no direction. So we'll see what the other 2 guys are thinking.
Well,
but they are giving
giving
it their full attention.
Yeah. We'll find out, but it is going to be.
And they got to look at it multiple times,
Yeah.
probably in slow motion. So we have to go by what we saw, and we don't get to see it again. So
Pointer women, a perfect 3-0 on the year, will be back home a week from tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon against Principia.
Scotty, as long as this is taking, something's going to be changed.
Yeah, something.
If this was just nothing in the game and the halftime is over, we would have been done by now. So this seems to me to be taking a long time for a nothing.
Yeah, they're going to come in. They're going to say no flagrant foul. So they're going to put .3, I think, is what he said. And the problem is, again, I think it's Edgewood ball then. And
okay,
that's exactly
.3,
right.
and they get the ball back at .3. So this is completely working against you.
Yeah, you go from a flop, and it was a flop. There is no doubt about that.
Our coaching staff definitely think it's a flop.
Well,
so now they got a chance to catch and shoot this .3.
Yeah.
See if they don't try to lob it up to their biggest player, is Steffenmeyer, the 6'7" freshman out of Sheboygan.
Well, we'll see. Cal will defend the inbound and not although Grant is in there defensively right now. All right, they're trying to inbound, and they won't even get a shot off.
No.
So after all of that, we head to the locker room. A bit of a surprise here in the Quant, but give credit to the Eagles. Edgewood 45, Stevens Point 34. Back here in 90 seconds, University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. finds itself in a predicament at the moment, trailing 45-34. Now, of course, it's only the third game of the year, so predicament, well, predicament in the sense that you didn't expect the score to look like this, at least not at halftime. We'll wait and see if you're able to overcome a rather poor defensive effort in half number one.
And Scotty, I'm almost feeling that we're fortunate because we outscored them 15-6 in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. We were down 20 and outscored them by 9 down the last roughly 4 minutes to get this down to 11, which is really quite manageable. If it had stayed at 20, 21, 22, you'd be in a real hole. So you almost are happy that halftime came. You can regroup and come out here in the next 5 minutes and take control of this game and turn this whole thing around. You know, momentum is a funny thing. Once you grab it, you get so much energy from it, and all the momentum for most of that first half belonged to Edgewood. They just felt everything they shot was going in, and with good reason, everything they shot did go in. So now you got halftime, you got a chance to regroup and kind of get yourself back together mentally, and to get out here and try to, exact your will on the Eagles. You know, they're the ones on the road. If you could get the crowd in this and get some steals, get some shots to go, get some defensive stops, suddenly put a little doubt into their mind as whether they can pull this off, then who knows what will happen in the second half. But the more confident-looking team, the team with the swagger, and rightfully so, were the Eagles.
Yeah, well, that's a fact. And again, thankfully, you have 20 minutes to try to turn this around, if you will. I don't know. You're going to have to hold them to 20 points maybe at the most in the second half, unless you're going to put a 40 or 45 spot up yourself in the second half.
You probably don't want to give them anything more than 30 and think they're going to win.
Well, yeah. You're averaging 76, so you're playing with fire if you're going to give them 30 in the second half, my opinion, of course. But we'll wait and see. Well, that part of the learning curve. You know, you win 2 games on the road. Sometimes you come home feeling either good by yourself. If I'm not mistaken, the Pointers played not all that well at home last year. We kind of were like, oh. And you're like, you finally get some people in the building and you're not giving them the show. Now, it doesn't mean they lost a lot of games at home. I just didn't think they did some of the things that you would want to really excite this pretty decent crowd here.
Yeah, I think we were more prepared and sharp on the road all last year, Scotty. I don't know if there's something about, the travel arrangements and the routine you have to be in and you do get in terms of going through your day when you're out on the road versus what you do at home. I assume you sleep in later and you meet later and are more casual about things, but who knows?
Yeah,
if Coach has any feelings about that. But there's 2 halves in sports for a reason, and the first half did not belong to us. We come out and turn everything around in the second half and get the win and feel pretty good about things.
Yeah,
so
that would send people
I'll tell you
home pretty happy.
That last 4 minutes is giving us a shot because we were reeling, we were on our heels, we were down 20. And if they had finished off the last 4 minutes, even got up another 5, we'd be down 25. Now we brought that down to a decent level. That 9, 10, 11 level is entirely doable. You get up to 17, 18, 19, you're starting to get concerned. But once scores go to 24, 5, and 6, you're in trouble. And we were able to stave that off and get it down to 11, which is, as I said, a really manageable number.
That is a fact. Pointers trail by 11, 45-34. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back. John will have stats. We've got some other things for you. So let's take a break. We're coming right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Pointers are down 11 at the half. We'll get you some other scores in just a bit. But right now, just happy to be back within 11. John Zellner has stats for half number 1.
That I do, Scotty. For the visitors, the Edgewood Eagles, they finish that first half 16 of 27, 59%. Keep in mind, most of the half they were over 70%. 8 of 16 from behind the three-point line, 50%, and 5 of 6 of their free throws. They had 15 rebounds, as did the Pointers. And you look at that and you go, oh, good, they only had 1 offensive rebound. Well, when you don't miss, there's no offensive rebounds to be had. They had 11 assists to go with 9 turnovers, and a steal rounds out their line for our Pointers. Just 9 of 26, 34%. 3 of 11 from behind the three-point line, 27%. And we did get an advantage at the free throw line, making 13 out of 15, which kind of helped keep us in this game, 86%. We had those 15 rebounds, 4 on our offensive end, 7 assists to go with 6 turnovers of our own, and 3 steals. Points off turnovers, the Pointers 13, Edgewood 10. Points down in the paint where you thought we might have an advantage tonight, Scotty, 10 points apiece. So we have not been dominating there at all. We talked about second chance points, 31 of them coming into tonight after 2 games. We have absolutely none. And give Edgewood credit for that. It's been pretty much, we're going to stay in front of you, we're going to make you a jump shooting team, and then when you miss, we're going to rebound it. And so far, that formula has really worked for them. Fast break points, 8-zip, couple steals, we're able to get out in the open floor. So tough going, tough sledding in that first half. See what happens in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Edgewood being led in scoring by Matt Kirk, 17 at halftime. Trent Tusana with 10. Then you drop down to 6 right now for Hunter Hardiman. 5 points in the opening half for Peyton Bowser. 4 for Caleb Walter, and 3 for AC Stroke. Stevens Point topped by Josiah Butler. He has 8 right now, 7 for Cal Crone. Max Raymer with 6, 5 apiece for Isaiah Moore and Seth Myron, and Carter Combs has 3. Logan Bumgartner failing to score in the opening half. Didn't get all that many shots. And right now, foul trouble for Edgewood, 2 apiece. Hardiman, Stroke, Anderson, Steffensmeyer, and Walter. And I think I missed Willardson. For the Pointers, 2 fouls each for Butler and Raymer. It is halftime, 45-34. Some basketball finals for you. On the men's side, Whitewater routing Eureka 116-73. It was Concordia Moorhead over River Falls 78-64. Illinois Wesleyan took down Oshkosh 75-68. Eau Claire edges Concordia, Wisconsin 61-59. Platteville leading Carroll 79-59. And La Crosse right now on top of North Park 39-32. Women's side, our Pointer women remain undefeated. They went on the road to Eureka and defeated Eureka 88-50. Emma Kilpatrick with 11 points, Ava Loftus with 10. Platteville knocks off Whitman 66-61. They went out and won a pair of games out in Washington. Whitewater defeats Milliken 70-50. River Falls falls to Concordia Moorhead 64-57. La Crosse women winners over St. Mary 70-59. So Stevens Point right now down by 11. Again, congratulations to our Pointer men's cross country team as they were second at the regional and qualify for a trip to the Nationals. And I believe I had looked that up. I'm pretty sure it's in South Carolina.
Yep, that's a fact.
Next weekend. So congrats to our guys.
And hopefully they'll be able to get an airplane with this slowdown and not have to go all the way out there on a bus. There's been some discussion around the Midwest schools where we even get airplanes. So let's hope that all works out for them.
Yeah, well, if they don't, then it's a bus.
Yep.
Because you got to get them there. I don't care.
Yep. Nope, they'll get there.
If there are no flights. We have some companies around here. Cross country would probably only take, well, I mean, if you had to, get a charter. We've got a few companies that could probably take them to or fro. Now, I'm not suggesting they're going to, but they could.
Well, you could get away with 8.
Yeah.
There's 7 runners and a coach.
Not that you wouldn't want to take more.
No, well, you've got it.
Want a cheering
you better
squad.
you better take an extra runner in case somebody gets sick, right?
Yeah.
No, they'll get their full complement there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, congratulations to the guy. 45-34, let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll come back, get this second half started, and see if the Pointers can mount a rally. We're back in 30 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. (45-34), they trail it in this one, and the Eagles get the ball to start off the second half.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Scotty, and say if we give up 45 points in the second half, we're going to lose.
Well, if we do, I think there's going to be some.
I mean, we gave up in those first 2 games just 61 points per game, and we're already at 45 for Edgewood. So just a disastrous defensive half. Now again, they shot a phenomenal percent, and sometimes if a team just gets hot on you, you just got troubles, right? Everything they threw up on the bottom of the net.
That it did. Fading away, falling over, all that kind of stuff. It worked. And we will hope that our guys can figure out a way to, reverse that. How's that sound, John?
That would be most wonderful.
All right, here we go, Edgewood.
And it starts right here, Scotty, with this first possession.
Edgewood with the ball, and we're underway, inbound to Tucson, pardon me. Brings it up against Carter Combs. Stopped his dribble high, pinned down a little bit. Long cross court, somehow they get it to Kirk. Kirk back out on top, Hardiman with it. Tucson, he's been a problem.
Yep.
Tucson working off the dribble, gets down the lane against Carter, stops, pinned down, kick
boy.
out wide open, 3, not gonna go. Carter Combs with the rebound.
Yep.
All right, good stop. They found that open shooter.
Yeah.
He didn't make that one.
No, he missed one. Good fly out by Seth Myron.
Butler down to the baseline, trying to back his man down. He gets in pretty deep, got a little push, goes up, fade away, no, but a foul.
Yep, gonna get 2 shots.
Eubanks is a little smaller, but boy, he is a strong little fella.
And he's got that low center of gravity and weight down there, and he says, you're not gonna push me away.
That's his second personal.
They got 6 guys with 2 now, do they not?
Agreed, yes. Butler will get 2 free ones here, and
oh boy,
made the first.
Well, we scored the first points. First points of the second half. We can get down for the first time in a while to single digits, Scotty.
Yep. Start a little run here, Josiah. Got it down to 10. The second one on the way is good, and it's a 9-point ball game. 45-36. How about another stop? Tucson against Combs up the right sideline into the corner. Kicks it out.
A walk.
That is a travel. Back to Tucson, and he buries a 3. How did they miss that? Wow.
Wow, that's 3 the officials just plain gave them.
Yep. Logan Baumgartner, and an offensive foul called on Logan.
Man alive, they just gave him a 3-point. That's an easy travel call, Scotty. As you're ever going to get the call as an official. I don't know what they were looking at. Wow.
48-36, just like that. You're back down by 12. You got burned on one end and then burned again with the offensive foul. Hardiman down the lane, spin move, that's a travel again. And they finally got that call. He dragged that pivot foot halfway across the lane, trying to go up with a spin move. But anyway, they got it, so 48-36. Stevens Point's got a lot of work to do to try to win game number 3. Cal Crone out high right side. Looking at Butler, Josiah. Right back to Cal on the left block, right block. Got in deep, goes up, underlaid, foul. That just is not getting the and one here.
No, but I like that better because he got in deeper. They had him pushed out another couple steps in that first half. That time he got to the front of the rim, and he'll be the first one to tell you, Scotty, he should have finished that. That should have been an and one.
Steffensmeyer with his 3rd personal.
Yep.
Now you got to make the free throws. You're down by a dozen. 18-22 to go in the ball game. Stevens Point coming in here 2-0, and Edgewood 0-1. The free throw good by Cal.
And Edgewood scored just 62 points in their first contest. They always say you improved the most from game 1 to game 2.
Yeah, that's what the saying is.
I think this might be proof of that for the Eagles.
Yep. First one good by Cal, 48-37. Can you get it back to within 10 here? Second one on the way. In and out, no. And rebound put back. Seth Myron. Now you're back within 9. How about another stop?
Yep, and now we're going full court press here.
Running it up the right sideline. Working against Carter Combs. Crosses, stopped his dribble. Gives it off on the sideline. Eubanks back over left side. Working off the dribble. Kick out. They will throw it to the corner. With it here on the baseline. Working dribble. Underneath. Shot won't go. Myron with a rebound. I guess it's a day where you can take an extra step. Myron off the wing. Stopped his dribble. Looks and goes in deep. Spin move up inside. Count it! And an and one.
Here we go. See if they're going to have to get a quick timeout here, Scotty, because the momentum we talked about is clearly in the hands of the Pointers.
And we will get a timeout, Edgewood. Down by 7. Cal will try to make it 6 if he can hit the free one. That foul, by the way, called on Willardson, his 3rd.
30-second timeout here.
Yep. Well, now you're making your move.
Oh, and they're going to go media on it, too, so they might turn this into a full.
It's going to be a media timeout. Looks like.
Yep, they're sitting down, so this will be full.
Going to get it. Yep. So we'll take a quick 30-second break and come right back. Pointer men's basketball, WPCN. Edgewood with a 48-41 lead. Our swim and dive team, we're down at Whitewater today. The men defeated Whitewater 194-123. The women fall to Whitewater 185-129. So off and running on that season as well.
You know, Scotty, Pointer swimming may be as close to a dynasty as UWSP Point has had over the years. Certainly Pointer men's swimming.
Yeah, it's been very, very strong. Now, Eau Claire has certainly been a very good program as well that way, but Pointers have had tremendous success under Al Bolt. Cal Crone will step to the line.
Well, just keeps going and putting the pressure on. I like the fact, Sky, that we went full court there and really pressured the ball. Took their mind off their offense from 85 feet away.
Crone's free one.
Missed.
Comes up short, tipped out long. Who's going to get it? Carter Combs. Long cross court. Bumgartner triple. That's not going to go. Tipped around loose.
Boy.
Picked up here by Hardiman.
That was a big shot.
And Carter Combs is down. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
He's
your point guard leader.
And hopefully it is just one of those.
Got hit where I didn't want to get hit things, maybe.
I don't think that was
Well,
but it's possible.
The first thing I worry about are knees when you go down, but he's walking around and he's not putting any stress on the knees. So he might have just got hit in the stomach, and who knows?
That could have been.
I guess I don't want to speculate, but I think he's looking okay.
Yeah, yep.
But he could use a
you
break.
Might have been right. 48-41.
Boy, we had a
bring
three,
Isaiah
Scotty.
Moore, yeah.
That would have been down to a 4-point lead on that shot.
Yeah,
just
the
couldn't
real
get it to
pressure
go.
would have been ramped up there.
Boy, oh boy.
Now you need to stop again so they don't build that lead back up on you. Tucson off the high screen. Cal fell down. Tucson attacks.
Foul.
And a foul.
That'll be a shooting foul, too. Tucson, he's been a problem. He's kind of quick and cagey off the dribble. Not a big guy, just 6 foot, but he's tough.
Call whistled on Isaiah Moore, I believe, his first.
Yep, that's going to be the case. Got a chance to get this back up to 9.
Second team foul. Free throw not good for Tucson. He gets one more. He's got 13 points in the game, by the way.
He's hit some long threes from the top.
He has. 48-41 Edgewood.
Confident player out of Illinois.
Second one
Short.
is not good. A rebound. Stevens Point. Outlet Josiah Butler. Butler front court. Out on top, working right to left. Picked up the dribble. Bounces it off to Myron. Into the corner. Crone wants a three. That's not going to go.
Scotty, they went into it. Oh, you got a slap. They went into a zone that time, and we got the ball where we wanted, wide open from the corner against. They really weren't together on their zone, and they left a couple of guys wide open. Boy, we just can't hit the big shot.
Well, it'll come. Tucson will bring it up. That was a foul on Myron, by the way, as John said, a slap, reaching for that rebound. Out on top, Kirk gets in against Josiah Butler. Nice job of cutting him off. But down the lane,
And count it.
Runner and a score for Eubanks.
Boy, oh boy. Missed another travel, and that's another basket after a missed travel. Makes this at 6 points they gave him.
Foul on Logan Bumgartner. Logan's having a pretty tough game. Has not scored, now has 2 personal fouls.
Boy, oh boy.
Carter's back in, so that's good to see.
Yep. Boy, we've had some chances in these first 4 minutes, and dang.
First free throw is good. I'm sorry, the free throw is good.
Back up to 10.
Yeah. Well, you had a chance to get it down to 4.
See if they. It looks like they're matching up too here now, man.
Butler will bring it up for Stevens Point. Bounces it on ahead. Seth Myron
Nope,
back
they are
to
in a
Josiah.
zone, Scotty.
Well, right now they're saying you can't shoot.
Yeah.
And so far tonight, that's been the case. Isaiah Moore back to Crone. Right side, trying to spin in deep. Kicks it out over Josiah. Triple, no. And the rebound, and another rebounding foul on Myron.
Another missed shot. They're kind of running a matchup here.
Well, you better find a shooter somewhere.
Well, we got it to our best shooter there, right? And still,
that didn't go. Tucson
just not shooting the ball well tonight. And I think that's sort of been the formula for teams early on.
Yeah.
Make Stevens Point beat you from the outside.
Left side, it'll go there. Willardson without the R. Crossover, dribble out high, Bowser gives it off to Tucson. Tucson against Carter Combs. Launches a long triple, missed it. Rebound Cal Crone. It's a 10-point Edgewood lead.
Need a bucket.
Butler front court, 15:48 to go. Butler gets all the way inside, lays it up and in. Josiah just taking that one over. He's got a dozen. 51-43, need another stop. Hardiman into the front court. Hardiman sends it over to Tucson. Tucson guarded by Carter, across the way to Kirk. Kirk against Butler, behind the back with the dribble. Hand off there, Willardson Out it'll come, pull-up jumper, not gonna go. Rebound, out of bounds, off of Stevens Point. Cal did not do a good job that time of boxing out Willardson.
No, and Willardson was able to get the bother.
So you're gonna get the ball back to Edgewood under its own basket, and we've got immediate timeout. 15-16 to go. Edgewood 51, Pointers 43. Back in 30 seconds, UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard shows Edgewood 51, Stevens Point 43. Plan your before or after game get-togethers at the final score. Second of Maria, Stevens Point. Amazing thing, Pointers have never led in this game.
You know, and we came out of that second half and really came out house of fire and put them on their heels, and then we missed some shots. We're just 3 of 14 now from behind the three-point line. And consequently, I think Edgewood just kept saying, we'll probably just say, you know what, keep shooting out there until you start making them. We're gonna give you that shot. And why not, right?
8-point lead, Edgewood. They'll inbound under their own basket. Bowser will trigger. Looking, finally gets it into the corner. Kirk with it, gets by Butler to the lane. Fumbling around, banks it off the glass and scores.
Well, that was nifty. He's got a lot of skills.
Yeah. Scored 9 in their opening game, however. Left side, Carter Combs thought about a quick three, didn't take it. Long pass into the corner. Raymer attacks into the lane, jump stop. He'll go up and score it.
Right.
He's got that long arm.
Yeah. He made the same move on our end.
53-45. Quickly all the way to the other end, and another foul
No, that's
on
out
the
on the
floor.
floor.
It's out on the floor.
Boy, he just put his head down and says, you're going to guard me out this far, I'm going to put my head down and go all the way. Now they're discussing, was that on the floor or not?
I thought the whistle came before he really made his move to the basket. Now,
Carter Combs looked at the bench like they're going to give it an and one.
well, the whistle came before he really made his drive.
I thought
All
that.
right.
I thought it came on the drive.
We're going to have
They're
to
gonna look.
review it again. I am
And
not the biggest fan of the review.
and it stops everything. But this allows them to look at it.
Yeah. All right, 14-41
Well, we
to
talked
go
about
here.
what appeared to me to be a matchup zone for a couple of possessions. Edgewood has gone back to a man.
8-point game right now.
So,
Stevens Point trailing. Well, we
Well,
have a
and we-
decent crowd, not
Yeah.
a huge crowd here tonight.
and
for
we
the
got to
home
remember
opener.
that the officials are just getting their season
Yeah,
going
yeah,
too.
no,
so,
no, yeah.
so they're getting back into
Yeah.
to doing their thing as well. So
As much as we would like it if we were always right, we aren't either. So very seldom are we wrong, John. But
well, we thought we were wrong once, but it turns out we were mistaken.
which makes you wrong right there.
Yeah.
So
So what are they going to do here?
looks like they counted the basket.
Yep, because it's
And
back
they're
to
gonna go to the
55.
line.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, if that's what they saw, that's what they saw.
Yeah. I don't agree with it, but
Well, you
So be it.
let them drive on you, so that's you get what you get there. Boy, everything they do is seems to be working, doesn't it? The senior from Verona, Jonah Anderson.
Carter with his second personal and 6 on the Pointers already.
Yeah.
Only 3 on Edgewood.
Yeah, they're going to shoot.
We're not getting to the basket.
They're going to shoot the last 14 minutes and 41 seconds
Just-
every foul they shoot.
Just like that, an 11-point lead.
which is what we were at halftime. So give Edgewood credit. They survived our quick beginning, and we're right back to where we started with 14:39 to go. And they've settled themselves down.
Don't want to say you're going to take an L here, but boy, oh boy, this is just not a good performance. I don't really believe Edgewood is better than the two teams you've already played, but they're making it look that way. Carter Combs.
Well, and they're making shots.
Well, that's the bottom line, but you're not defending worth a darn.
Oh, that's a
Butler
foul.
got in deep and draws the foul.
That's funny because he was fouled on the drive the first time. They could have just called that a common foul. Now it's going to be a shooting foul because they didn't call it until the second one. Well,
first on Bowser, fourth on Edgewood. Butler to the line for 2.
That's 4 team fouls now, as we mentioned.
Makes the first. Not much going right. There's no doubt about that. Isaiah Moore, by the way, is back in for point. Well, and Josiah got a vote.
To get back into this, Scotty, you have to get consecutive stops, and we just have not shown the ability to do that.
Yeah, it's a fact. Anderson front court.
Now he fouled him again.
Another foul.
No, I think Carter got on the side, lost his cushion, and fouled him from the side. And now what do? You go right to the line. Now you get to shoot.
Wow.
I like the idea that you're trying to pressure those guards, bringing it up, but you can't foul them.
That's 3 on Combs, and as you mentioned before, 1 and 1.
When you're trailing, trying to come back in, you can't foul.
Stroke will go to the line. Check that, Anderson. Of course, he makes good on the first, and we'll get a second.
Yep.
Back up to a 10-point lead.
Maybe.
Still have time, but it is an ugly affair for Stevens Point.
Everything Edgewood does turns
Missed
to
the
goal.
second one, rebounded by Isaiah Moore. He'll bring it up. Pointers down 10. Into the corner, back to Moore, wants a triple. That's not close. And the rebound inside to Willardson.
All black jerseys under there, Scotty. They're just saying, shoot that 3 if you want. We're going to rebound it.
Yep, you can't shoot it. You can't score it. Anderson traveled, ran into Cal and lost his footing. They don't call it. Blocked away, picked up by Kirk right at the timeline. 57-47. Stop, Kirk launches. That's offline. Rebound, baseline, Raymer. Raymer off to Butler.
Wow,
Butler into the front court. Over to Combs.
Can somebody get a hot hand here?
Butler into the lane, down the lane, to the basket, no foul.
Well, Josiah just getting his way to the rim and getting to the foul line. And you know what? If you're not shooting well, that's exactly what you want to do, Scotty.
Exactly
get yourself to the foul line.
Josiah will get 2.
Chance to get it down to 8.
4 personals on Willardson now. 5 team fouls on Edgewood. Chance to get it with an 8, as John just said. First one rolled around, but it went in. 57-48. 13 and a half minutes to go.
The concern is getting stops.
Yeah, you can't win if you can't stop them.
They've run such good offense and got us helping and getting caught up on screens, and then they've just been burying shots.
Josiah's second is good.
They've actually been the quicker team tonight.
16 for Josiah Butler. Anderson into the lane, underneath, lost it on the floor, kicks to the corner, open 3, off the mark, long rebound, Kirk. Over the top of Raymer, kick out 3, and yep.
Well, I want you to know it, that missed 3 went long to the back side like they so often do. And who's getting second chance points tonight? It's the Eagles.
Caleb Walter with the basket, 59-49 apparently. Carter Combs to the baseline, kicks it out to Butler. Combs attacks into the lane, goes up, no, but a foul.
Well, you would have liked to finish that one.
Well, and that's the problem. They finished those. Point is not finishing.
So that last shot must have been a 2?
A 2, which I was shocked at.
I thought he must have had his foot on the line.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 3.
So did I. Carter needs to make free throws here. He's got 3 points in the game.
but we just
10-point
you
difference
just
at the
can't-
moment.
Yep, sorry, Scott. You just can't trade baskets.
Foul was called, by the way, on Matt Kirk.
We're in
Played
a
this
spell
whole
now
game
where
and he
we're
has one personal foul.
Well, he's been the player of the game. We're in a spell now where we're just trading baskets, and that won't catch up.
Carter will get the second. You down 9. Almost fumbled the ball
Yeah,
away.
he did.
Second one, got it. Well,
So here we
down
go.
8.
To the defensive end we go.
Now get the stop so you can come back maybe to 5 or 6 point deficit. Anderson.
We're in a half
zone.
court trap here.
Almost poked it away. Loose ball. Off it'll go. Bad pass. Stolen away by Myron. Off it'll go to Combs into the front court. Into the lane. Kick out. Butler runs it back. Combs fakes the 3 to the free throw line. Left side. Butler down on the baseline to Myron. Myron into the lane. He'll spin left hand. Scores it. Well, there you go. Now you're down by 6. Going to keep the pressure on. And a foul on Isaiah Moore. Yeah, he got him.
Yeah,
and that is going to give Hardiman an easy 1-1.
You just got him to turn it over with your zone half court pressure, and you got them hurried up, and then you foul.
Yep.
Ouch. That's just a mistake.
2 on
you know
Isaiah.
What? And he's trying to make something happen, right?
Yep.
And Isaiah's trying to turn the momentum around, trying to make a defensive play. And just,
1-1 for Jonah Anderson out of Verona.
who's
High
been
School.
really good from the line.
And he missed it. Rebound Isaiah Moore. 59-53. Quickly up front, Butler. Butler hands it to Carter Combs. High left corner. Carter, Crone, top of the circle. Cal into the lane, down the lane, and he
Foul.
missed it. He
Well,
was really kind of pushed out instead to the basket, but he'll go to the
it's
line.
something we've talked about in the last couple of games. Is sometimes he likes to kind of go straight or away. Cal is so much better finishing when he leans that shoulder at the rim. But he got
Anderson's
pushed.
third.
He got pushed pretty good there. So,
Yeah.
well, you got a chance to get it to within 4.
If you can make the baskets. Free throws, that is. Cal Crone at the line. First one for the junior out of Waukesha West. It's good.
Well, this is as close as we've been since it was 18-15.
59-54. Second one coming up. And missed that one. Rebound down on the deck. Walter. Tucson across the way. Hardiman. Tucson just across the timeline. Lobs it over there. Eubanks back to Tucson. Back to Eubanks. 3 ball. Left it short. Rebound. Stevens Point and a foul.
And that's a mistake by Edgewood. Because, A, they're piling up fouls, and now they're going to give us a chance to score some more with the clock stopped. Here we come.
And we've got a media timeout. 11:42 to go. Pointers are down 5. They'll go to the line with a 1-1. We'll be back in 30 seconds. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Crawl their way back from a 20-point deficit a little earlier. They're making some headway, but a ways to go yet.
Tell you what, there's been 38 fouls called already in this game. 21 on Edgewood, 17 on our pointers. And we've already shot 13 free throws. If Carter makes both of these, we will have shot 15 free throws in the second half with only basically 8 minutes gone.
That foul, by the way, was called on Trent Tucson.
His first.
Yeah, his first. You're correct on that.
That's pretty good for a guy that's been in the middle of the action all night.
Yeah. So Carter Combs who has 5 points in the game, goes to the line. This is a 1-and-1. Carter, normally a very good free throw shooter. And the first is good.
Well, you can get it down to a one-possession game here. Yes.
59-55. One more stop if you can get this. One more stop. Get this game somehow tied up. I think this crowd is just waiting to ignite for you. The free throw is good by
Well,
Carter.
you know, sometimes when you're struggling defensively, you go full court and it changes your energy.
Yeah, agreed. Eubanks, long bounce pass over to Kirk. Almost dragged the pivot foot, got it into the front court. Now back over to Kirk. Kirk, high right corner, and he traveled.
There, they got one on him.
He
You know what? We got him a little
confused.
We're doing that three-quarters court, half-court trap, and they did us a favor. They put that ball in the top corner.
Yep. Carter Combs front court. Pointers are down 3. Bounces it off. Seth Myron off to Cal on the right baseline. Backs his way down deep. Spins, waits, kick out. Moore wants the triple. That's not going to go. Rebound inside Stevens Point.
And another foul.
Wow.
They're just piling up.
Yeah, and we're finally getting to the glass a little bit here.
I'm surprised Cal didn't finish there, Scotty.
Me too.
I know he was doubled and he felt the double team, so he turned and kicked to an open shooter, but he was so deep. I thought he would just rise and finish, but it all worked out.
Josiah Butler now will get 2 free ones.
Boy, all our scores coming from that 15-foot charity stripe. You missed it? No.
He got it. 59-57.
Well, you've come all the way back. You're trailing 20. You could be down to 1 with 11 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, you're right. And it's in and out, and
don't
off the rim,
foul
and a
her.
foul on Seth Myron.
There's no need.
And his 4th.
I know he was trying to keep that ball alive, but when he reached at the ball and swatted, that's when you just got to go high and try to tap out behind you, and he kind of swatted through. That's
Seth,
4.
I think, trying to say, well, I didn't foul him, but you gave the official almost.
Yep.
I mean, you said, here, look at me, and
I think I would have called that a foul. How about you?
I probably would have, but free throw is good for Hardiman. Another one coming up.
It's
Banks
you
in
know,
a
they're having
three-point
such a
game again.
difficult time in their half court right now, and then we put them on the line.
Yep. Logan Baumgartner going to come back and make both 3.
It's like nothing we do works out tonight.
Yikes.
It's just been a struggle.
4-point deficit. You just had a chance to
Yep.
maybe,
Yep.
emphasis, maybe get the lead.
Well, that all started on a missed free throw.
Over it'll go to Cal Crone. He'll take it down, left block, up inside, scores it in fluid motion. 2-point game, 61-59.
Yeah, he put his hands
That's going to
on
be
him.
a hand check foul on Josiah.
No.
Isaiah Moore.
Yeah, no, Isaiah put his hands on him. Clearly he did, and now we're at 10 team fouls now, so they get 2
the rest of the way. Although
and there's
so will
11
Stevens
minutes.
Point.
Yeah, and there's 11 minutes to go.
So everybody's going to shoot 2
Holy
from now on.
moly, and that's 3 on
Who's going
him.
to shoot free throws the best is the way it's going here.
And with 4 minutes to
Kirk
go,
will
who's
get 2.
going to have players left?
First one is good.
Boy, oh boy.
So back to a 3-point game.
And those are fouls you don't want to commit, Scotty. That was a case where he just put his hands on the player, easy for the officials. And then the other end, 90 feet away, you swatted over the top of a rebounder. And those are 4 points you just give away.
And he missed the second. Moore with a rebound. 3-point ball game. Have not been tied since 0-0. Over to the right side, it'll go to Cal Crone. Off to Butler. Butler down to the baseline. Got a little bump. Layup not good. Baumgartner with a rebound. Back out to Cal Crone. Baumgartner for 3. Got it! Logan with his first basket of the game, and we are tied at 62. Well, can he keep it going? Tucson, left side Kirk. Kirk to the free throw circle. Back to Tucson. Splits the defenders. Out to the left corner. Run baseline up inside underlaid. Crone with a rebound and a
fouled
foul.
him. Boy, why would
Foul
you do
on
that?
Hardiman, his fourth. And Cal will go to the line for 2.
Boy, oh boy, neither team can stop fouling.
Yeah, we got a lot of fouls and a lot of free throws. Crone's going to get 2. And is this an official, a media timeout maybe?
Now they're talking about now they're talking about what went on there between the two players.
Yeah, and I did not
think you
see
leave it
all
alone.
of that.
I personally think you leave it alone. They got tangled up, and neither one would let the other one have the ball.
Yeah, well, Cal had the ball.
Yeah. Now we don't know if anything was being said during all of that, but Cal had the rebound. The guy came in and fouled him, and then went disconnect after the whistle. So
La Crosse is going to beat North Park, by the way. In fact, just did 80-67. So we'll be seeing North Park in 2 weeks, I think. In fact, it will be 2 weeks from today. Down in Chicago. They're trying to explain what's going to be called here. It is 62-62, 10-13 remaining.
which is what we knew, Scotty. The official tells me that it's a common foul, which they called, and they're going to the monitor to see if it can be upgraded to flagrant. You know, and flagrant one is just that it was an unnecessary amount of physical force. It doesn't have to be, you know, like that overt elbow or any of that stuff. The flagrant one is, did a player use an unnecessary amount of contact and force against a player from the other team? That becomes a flagrant one.
I don't know if it was, how do I want to word this? He just wouldn't stop.
Yes.
I mean, the whistle had already blown. Cal had the ball.
Yep.
And in this case, it was Hardiman. He didn't want to let Cal have the ball,
right,
so he kept going after the ball.
Yep.
The whistle had blown. To me, I mean, it's kind of like a continuation of a foul. And I don't know if you can get a second foul whistled on something like that or not. But
I don't think so, Scotty. Okay. Yep, they're going to shoot two for the bonus. No flagrant. And I that's the right call to me. They were just two guys really competing, really going after one another, and just, you know, I'm not letting you have the ball.
Yeah.
And
it's not like he threw an elbow,
no,
pushed him, or anything like that.
And there wasn't, I didn't think there was any excessive force. There were just two guys competing.
AC Stroke into the game now for Edgewood. Well, here's your chance to get your first lead. Cal will get 2 free throws.
Now.
Oh, they tried to get Stroke in. He can't come in until after this play, I guess.
Right.
Or at least the first free throw, right?
That's right, because it's two.
Hardiman has
it's
to
automatic,
come back out.
two. Unbelievable. 10 minutes to go, Scotty, and every foul is 2 shots. My goodness.
62-62.
Good job of Cal. Said, hey, if you're not going to give me the ball, I'm going to walk away.
Yeah. Well, now they're going to let him in anyway. It really doesn't matter.
No, but good job by Cal.
If it was a 1-and-1, it would have mattered, but it's a 2-shot foul.
But good job
really
by Cal leaving the circle, because he had been standing there for how long? And it's like, if you're not going to give me the ball, I'm going to go sit and buy some popcorn.
Popcorn would be good. My wife makes the best popcorn around. 63-62.
Are you still buying that popcorn on the way to Platteville?
We do. It's the best
rural
popcorn
Route 1 popcorn.
That is correct.
That's a free commercial for you, for them.
Yeah, not like we'll get any kickback on that. Cal trying to make it a 2-point lead. Not going to go. Rebound.
Well, our first lead of the game, Scotty.
63-62, Stevens Point.
Can we do something with it?
Stop. Tusana front court. Off the high screen, works left, stops, bounces it off. Kirk trying to get by Butler. Josiah defending well, got in deep, took the shot, didn't hit it. Moore with a rebound. Boy, Zaya way up to grab that one. And Moore kick out, Butler, right side, Combs. Logan trying to post. Carter now on the baseline. Out to Logan. 3-ball. Got it again! Well, now Logan Baumgartner has found the range, and you're up by 4.
And now we are out of that zone half-court trap. We showed it enough to turn the momentum and back to half-court man.
Tusana into the hands of Bowser across the way. On the dribble, that was a stroke. Now Kirk, he had the great first tap. Tusana rubbed off by Kirk on a pretty big screen. Kick out. Down to the corner, running baseline.
Foul.
And Isaiah with a reaching
Yeah,
foul.
played with his hand swatted.
That's 4 on him now.
Yeah, sometimes you can be a little too aggressive. And the last thing you want to do with a team that's struggling offensively is let them shoot free throws.
Well, if they're going to bring Max out, are you bringing Raymer in?
Well, I think so. Or do you let him just stay out there?
Here comes Max Raymer. Free throw is good for Bowser. 6 points in the game.
You know, and Isaiah does so many things for you that other players can. He's just long and quick and explosive, but he's got to maybe learn at this level
Got to learn
not to play
pointer
with
basketball.
not to play with your hands.
Second free throw, good. 2-point ball game.
You got to play with defense with your feet, not your hands.
Pointers lead 66-64. Don't forget they were down by 20 in this game. And 11 at the half. Max Raymer, the freshman, out of Sun Prairie with the ball out at the timeline. Gives it up left to Cal Crone. Now between the rings, it's Carter Combs. Starts left, double team comes, got rid of it off to Baumgartner. Off on the right block, Cal into the lane, no shot. Out to Butler, step back triple, not gonna go. Rebound Kirk.
Thought Cal had an
I did
opportunity inside and he turned it down.
Yep. So Tusana, a chance to give Edgewood a lead again if they hit a 3. Across the way it'll go here, Stroke. Stroke finds Kirk. He's guarded by Raymer. Starts right, brings it back left. Got caught in the
That's a
air.
foul
and we're going to
underneath.
get a foul underneath.
Is that
and,
Carter on the floor?
Looks like it.
And you just got in the wrong place at the right time or the wrong time,
And a
depending
chance
upon your
to
point of
tie it
view.
up
But
with
here
free throws.
we just can't stop fouling.
4 now on Carter Combs. You might have to get even deeper into the bench here.
I tell you what, we've got 20 personal fouls now. They have 23. 43 fouls have been called, 8 minutes to go.
These guys are getting extra cash for fouls.
Well,
Steffensmeyer misses the front.
And I tell you, they're fouls.
Yeah, they're all legit. I agree. Moore comes back for Carter Combs. So
See if we go back to that half-court trap. That really had them bothered.
second one is good.
Well, 1 point lead.
So 66-65 pointers. Isaiah Moore with the ball. Ooh, just barely got it to Cal Crone. Down on the right baseline, inside, waits, underneath the Moore reverse layup is good. Nice pass by Cal Crone.
Yep, and good cut, making yourself available by Isaiah.
68-65, Stevens Point. Tusana against Raymer off the high screen. Almost fell down,
reach.
kept his balance.
Don't reach.
Out it'll go to Kirk. Kirk on the dribble, top of the circle. Trying to get by Raymer, got in deep. They're gonna call a foul. Max trying to say he hooked me.
He did. That's going to be on the, well, it doesn't matter where it is at this point.
Yeah.
It's 2 shots.
It's 2 shots no matter what.
That's what it
It'll
is.
be on Max.
That's going to be his third. We just
7:43 still to go in the game in a foul-plagued affair. Now you're just hoping you can survive and get out of here with a W somehow.
with a half a
that's
point
not
win.
going to be easy. 68-65, timeout, media timeout. Let's take the minute. We're coming back. Pointer men's basketball, WPCN. 7:43 to go in the ball game.
Well, second half shooting, Edgewood 5 of 13, 38%. Our pointers 9 of 16, 56%. So there's been 29 shots in this half because most of the shots are coming from the foul line.
Yep.
So far, the two teams have shot a total of 34 free throws in the second half.
Matt Kirk going to the line.
And he's done very little wrong tonight.
Yep, first one in and out. Second one coming up. Tricor Insurance, dedicated to helping our clients, employees, and communities succeed. Offices statewide, including Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Missed them both. Cal Crone with the rebound.
And there was a reach over the top, just like Seth Myron got a call on, and Coach
Butler to Baumgartner over to Raymer. Stevens Point leads by 3. Butler on the right wing. Josiah going to slow it down. Now he gets a step cut off on the baseline. He'll try to back his way in. He does. A little footwork up.
Ow!
In and out. But he'll go to the line. I thought he was going to finish with a chance for a three-point play.
He wanted that and one himself. You could see the frustration.
Bowser with the foul, his second.
Ball got the glass and 3 different sides of the rim and came back out.
68-65. Free throw, good. Bounced off the front of the rim, off the glass, down in. 4-point pointer lead.
Up to a 2-possession game with 7:20 to go. What a wild affair, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Second one, not going to go.
Oh, what are they going to get?
Rebounding foul on Logan Baumgartner. Now, how is it a foul at this end but not at the other?
Fellas, they're calling everything. You're just going to have to stop.
Third personal on Baumgartner.
Man alive. You're just going to have to not go for anything, apparently. They're just calling everything now.
And that is going to put Stroke at the line.
Man alive.
For 2. First one is good.
Of course, that all comes off a missed free throw again.
Yeah. Josiah's missed 2 of his last 3
He
now.
has.
He's such a good player, such a good free thrower. It happens sometimes. Free throws both good for Stroke. AC Stroke with 5 points out of New Glarus, Wisconsin.
Back to a
pointer lead, back down, up by 2.
1-possession game.
Butler will bring it up. Stevens Point trying to dig out a victory here. Moore off the left wing. Inside the arc, then back out. Cal Crone with the ball on the deck. Deep goes up, and he is fouled again.
I tell you what, he got grabbed early from behind by Tusana. They didn't get that one.
It'll go on Steffensmeyer.
There's no rhythm to this game at this point,
His
Scotty.
4th.
Absolutely no flow, no rhythm, because it's just whistle after whistle. And again, that was a foul.
Got to make free throws, though. You were doing pretty well. Now you've missed a few. See if you can start back up. Cal's free throw not going to go.
Now we're 28 of 37.
And the problem is then that starts to get into everybody's head. Somebody has to just go up and stroke a pair again here.
We've missed 2 in a row here.
Got to make your throws because you're going to be at the line the rest of this game. That's just the way it's being officiated. And mostly all fouls are legit. He made 1 out of the 2.
Well, and you got the 3-point lead, but
7:02 to go. Tusana will bring it up for the Edgewood Eagles. Trying to pull off I guess I would call it an upset.
Oh, yeah.
Bowser comes to the left side. Well, it's early in the year. You don't really know. Kirk handoff. Tusana got it off. Left wing triple. That's off the mark. And Raymer with the rebound off the right baseline. He'll bring it up for Stevens Point. Max comes over right side to Moore. Baumgartner into the lane. Off on the baseline, just a bad pass. I don't know what he was thinking.
I thought
Bounce pass would have gotten there. Lead feed down low, right baseline block. Kick out, tipped away, stolen away by Raymer.
Yeah, those long arms, Scotty.
I thought he got a piece of it. He
that
actually
last possession, I
intercepted it.
I thought Logan was going to finish.
Yeah, why didn't he? With it is Butler. Butler off a Crone screen. Looks at Cal, comes over. Moore into the lane. Baumgartner, open triple, airmailed it, loose ball, foul.
On Raymer.
Yeah, Max Raymer.
That's his 4th, I believe. Man alive.
4th on Max.
And that was a bad miss from the three-point line.
Yeah.
What are we now from 3 points? 9 of 23.
It's not all that
Oh, wait,
good.
excuse me. We're not 9. They are. They're 39%. We're 5 of 20, Scotty. 1 out of 4. 5 of 20 from behind the arc.
Tucson to the line for 2. And he missed.
Boy, he's missed the field.
Yep.
He's 1 of 4.
70-67.
This is just a wild and crazy. It's hard to describe what we're
Now
watching.
You just really, he got the bounce.
Right, did he have
the
that
second one.
That
You
one.
just have to hope you can finish with one more point than they do, because this is a weird game.
It is totally
And
weird.
A lot of it has to do with your poor play in the opening half.
Yeah.
More into the front court. Stevens Point leads it by 2. Crone top of the circle.
Yeah, they're sagging now.
Cal out to Logan. Left side, it'll go there. Moore comes out to Butler. Butler off the screen, gets down to the baseline, goes up inside and lays it home. Almost dunked it.
What a play. He just rose above everybody.
72-68. Coach trying to get the
They're
fans
trying to get the fans
come
into
up.
this.
We have a dead crowd.
Yeah,
I
we
will
do.
say that. Kirk on the wing. Over the top of the circle. Down to the baseline. Cut off that time by Butler. He throws it away. Picked up by Moore. Isaiah into the front court. Behind the back. Off it'll go to Butler on the wing. Into the corner, Bumgartner. Back out to Butler. Now you're up by 4. Can you extend it? 5:06. Josiah for 3. He's got it. Josiah Butler with the triple, and you are up 7 with 5 minutes to go. Timeout Edgewood. He got that one in rhythm.
Yep.
And that makes a huge difference.
There's your junior scoring leader, Scotty. Back-to-back buckets when the game on the line.
I believe the Eagles called the timeout. They finally took it off the scoreboard. That's what I was waiting for, and they did. So they're down to 1 timeout.
See if we come out of this timeout with anything, different defensively. I don't know if we'll come and show that zone again. Obviously, Edgewood's going to put together what they think is their best offensive play, try to draw something up to score. And how will we defend it?
Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Pointers 75, Edgewood 68. Watch your favorite teams. Enjoy the daily food and drink specials. Final score, Second and Maria, Stevens Point.
Now,
7-point Pointer lead.
Looks like we're coming up with some full court pressure. I like that.
Just don't
But
foul.
Just don't foul.
Yep. Do not use your hands
No,
here.
do not foul. You just need to pressure them into mistakes. You don't need to foul them.
Stroke the inbound. Goes to Eubanks. Back to Stroke. Into the front court. He's got the dribble high. Handoff pass there. Anderson trying to get by Raymer. And
What
Raymer
is that?
with the hand check foul. He got both hands on him.
Yep.
And Max is
Man.
fouled out of the game.
You just
It wasn't all that much, but it was, well, I could see it. And he is fouled out of the game with 4:49 to go.
well, you know what? Just a true freshman. So a lot of learning tonight for Max.
Yep.
He's going to
He's
have
played well.
He has.
but-
He's going to have a great career here at Stevens Point. He's a nice player. But boy, well, the rule says no hands on the uniform, and
He definitely got them both. There's no
you know
doubt
you
about
don't
it.
you don't want to foul, and
yet,
you just can't stop.
yeah.
That's 25 fouls now against Stevens Point. 25 fouls against Edgewood. So 25 each, 50 total.
75-68, and Edgewood will get to try to score with the clock off. There again, now that you're in the lead, that you want that clock running.
We have shot 55 free throws to this point, Scotty. This will be 56 and 57. My goodness.
Anderson to the line. First, good.
He's been solid there. Kid out of Verona.
Second one coming up, and he got him rolled. So he is 4 out of 6 from the line tonight.
Well,
75-70, Stevens Point. Carter Combs into the front court. Leaves it off for Moore. Isaiah comes right side to Cal. I'd love to see Cal get some points down in the post. He's down there now, goes right hand, overlaid, out of bounds. Pointer ball.
Tough
And he got
finish.
down there where I wanted him,
Yeah.
but then he missed, not a bunny, because there was good defense.
But good defense because it forced him to shoot with his right hand. And that's where the defense was good. Okay, you beat me, you're not going to beat me with your left hand.
20 on the shot clock. Inbound right underneath to Butler and tipped away and out of bounds.
19 on the shot clock, so plenty of time there.
Inbound for Point. Combs again trying to pull the trigger here. Gets it to the left corner to Baumgartner. Out it'll go to Isaiah Moore. You can work a little clock here. Isaiah, pull-up jumper, got it!
Well, you know
In
what?
rhythm again.
Yeah, you know what? Off the dribble in rhythm. That's exactly what that was, Scotty.
77-70. Front court Anderson trying to get this crowd excited again. 4:10 to go in the game. Anderson trying to get by Moore. A little bump, kick to the corner, 3 ball short. Tipped around loose,
foul on Carter.
Combs, and Carter is out of the game.
Well, now who do you go to? I think you go to Orr, probably.
4:04 remains.
We just
And
can't.
Seth Myron
we
getting set to
just
come back.
can't get through a possession without fouling. My goodness.
Well, the long rebound, and there was a
Yep.
battle for it.
Yeah, but what happens
They
on
could whistle it on one or the other, and they got Carter.
And he was from behind and tried to swat it. What so often happens on a missed three, it comes out long, right? And this one came back to the corner where it was shot from. That's where you needed to do your rebounding with the ball in the air. You needed to get position when that ball was still flying at the rim, and we didn't do that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Well,
And-
now you need Seth, who has sat for a while because he's been down with 4 personal fouls.
Yep.
And 2 of his, if not 3 of his, have been those reaches on rebounds. You know, at the other end of the floor, Anderson's free throw rims off. No,
And
he'll
we
get
knew
one more.
that this might come down to a game of attrition, and that's exactly what has happened.
I think Tyler Moore will check in here in a moment, or is he going back to the? Well, he's going back behind us. He came.
Going
Let's
to the
hope he's
locker,
okay.
going to the locker room, Scotty.
All right, Anderson's second
Missed
off
them
the
both.
front of the rim. Rebound.
Wow,
Baumgartner.
there's a big change of events.
7-point lead and a chance to extend. Logan Baumgartner over to Butler on the right side. Josiah gets by his man, goes right to the rack, lays it up, and a foul on Anderson.
The first time, Scotty,
Josiah Butler.
one of the few times Edgewood didn't have a guy back
Yeah.
to protect the lane. They came out with Cal to the free throw line. They left the whole back end open. And once he got the corner, there was nobody to help.
Anderson's 4th. Butler will go to the line, trying to make it a 10-point pointer lead. And another timeout, or is this the media now? I don't know,
Their
but
guess is as good as
we've
mine.
got a timeout.
They've got one left
Yeah, well,
on the
so
board.
far. We'll wait and see
Boy,
if
oh
there was
boy,
a
oh boy.
call that way. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing Stevens Point 79, Edgewood 70. You can score amazing specials at Stevens Point's perennial Sports Bar and Grill, the final score.
I tell you what, Scotty, if the officials are getting paid by the whistle, I would like to be their investment broker. But you know what? They've been consistent.
Yeah.
They have called the same fouls on both ends, and the players haven't adjusted. They haven't adapted.
Yep. Agreed.
So people are going to
they're-
say, what was going on with those officials calling all those fouls? But the question that should be asked is, what was going on with the players committing all those fouls?
Not playing with your feet as much as you would normally want.
Well,
I
they're
guess.
both teams are playing so hard and getting so much effort to get possession of that basketball. But boy, we've had way too much play with the hands. But Coach said that they're not nearly where they want to be. defensively, and we can certainly see some evidence of that tonight, right?
All right, Butler, Moore, Crone, Bumgartner, Myron on the floor for point. Eubanks, Tucsona, Kirk, Steffensmeyer, and Hardiman on the floor for Edgewood.
You get a 10-point lead for the first
Josiah
time in
trying
the
to
game.
make it a 3-point play. It's on the way, and it is good.
And now you got a 4-possession game. See if we get another stop.
80-70, Stevens Point.
No fouls, right? Oh, boy.
Tucsona off the high screen, into the corner, fumbled, loose on the floor. Who's digging it out? Stevens Point ends up with it and stepped on the sideline. Did Stevens Point have it and throw that pass, or did Edgewood?
They're going to put 20 on it, but is that right?
That's not my question. Who had the ball in the corner and threw that high pass out of there, because I could not see? If it was Point, why not use a timeout to save the possession?
Good
At
point.
any rate, here's Kirk.
Because you've got 3, right?
Yeah. And that's why I want to know. 25 on the shot clock. Tucsona, long cross court. It'll go right there. Hardiman into the lane, poked away, stolen away by Bumgartner.
Wow, great
Good
hands
job by Logan.
Big
Front court,
play.
Butler. Left side, it'll go to Crone. 10-point ball game. Stevens Point up right now. Cal off to Butler. Josiah gets a step, starts down the lane, pulls it back out. Bumgartner into the lane, jump stop underneath, beautiful pass. Moore will finish. Now I'm feeling pretty good, up a dozen with inside 3 minutes to go. What a second half.
Yep.
But what a weird game. Tucsona off to Kirk, bangs into Moore.
Jump
down
ball.
the lane and
Jump ball.
tussle,
That's our possession, Scotty.
if that's what they're going to call.
That's definitely a jump ball.
Officials are talking about it.
Boy, every time they talk about it, it's not good for us.
Yeah, so far, I thought maybe one call.
Yes, there it is.
Yeah, they're going to get a jump ball.
That's great play by Josiah Butler. 2 great defensive plays back-to-back by your juniors, and they're going to get another timeout. They're going to use their last. Now the clock is their opponent, Scotty. There's no need to rush here. You use your 30 seconds.
Well, you're down to 2:45 to go in the ball game. Stevens Point has a 12-point advantage.
Now you want them to come out and foul you, make them chase you. There's no need to be in a hurry. You don't want any open shots. You don't need a 3 early in the shot clock here. I'm sure that's the discussion on the bench right now is time and score. Always want to know time and score. 2:45, you're up 12.
18 points in the second half for Josiah Butler.
Yep.
And he is 13 of 15 from the line.
And so
tonight.
many of the big buckets when we were trying to get over the top. You know, so many times when you're down 20, you spend all that energy to get back, and then you just don't keep going. But tonight, the Pointers got it back, and thanks to Josiah Butler in the last 3 or 4 minutes, they kept it going. Now they're up 12.
Logan Bumgartner has finally found the range with a couple of triples, big shots at very important times.
Well, Scotty, we talked about in the first half, at the end of it, how many points could we let the Eagles have before you beat too many? We thought 25 or 30. So far, they've scored 25.
Yep. Yeah, all good. All right, here we go.
Well,
Point will have the ball. They're going to come full court pressure.
Yeah,
they
they're-
almost have to.
they're going to come after you. So ball security is job number 1, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get in the hands of Josiah Butler.
Going to
the free throw
try.
shooter.
It does come on the floor.
See if they double and trap here.
Eubanks will guard Josiah
I
Butler.
thought they might trap the ball, but they did not.
Cal Crone.
Run clock.
Off it'll go to Myron. Seth back over to Bumgartner. Logan left side. Crone. Out on top, Butler. Cal trying to set a screen. Josiah got down the lane, bounces it off to Moore, lost it and out of bounds.
That's our ball.
Jump ball.
Oh, no,
That's
no,
gonna
no.
go to Stevens Point.
No, it's going to.
No, it
it's
should
going
go to
that-
Edgewood.
That's going that way. But
Yeah.
now it's too bad they
They
can't.
didn't know who had it, so they have to call jump ball.
Right, but can they look at that on the thing? Because I thought
guess
that went
not.
off. I thought that went off of an Edgewood player. Well, the only good thing about that possession was we used 23 seconds.
There you go. 82-70. Tucson will bring it up for the Edgewood Eagles. They had a 20-point lead in the opening half. Hardiman into the lane area. Kick out Tucson. Drives baseline, forces his way in.
Call a block.
They're going to call a blocking foul and an and one as he banked it down in.
Now, it's possible.
It's close to a bull in a china shop kind of drive, but I guess he'll be rewarded.
I don't know if he was outside the circle, because if there was a foot on that circle, of course, that's an automatic block.
4 personals on Logan Bumgartner.
I couldn't tell from here if he. I thought he was far enough out in front of the rim, but it's possible one of his back heels was on that arc, because I thought he was set and waiting for that charge.
Tucson will try to make it a 9-point game.
Yeah, get it down to 3 possessions. Not over yet.
No, it's not. You're going to have to finish this off. You're probably going to spend some time at the line. He made the free throw. Not that the Pointers haven't so far.
Well, 3 possessions.
Myron picks it up, gets it on the floor. To Josiah Butler, who will operate as your point guard right now. Oh, he slipped. I don't know if he hit a spot of water.
Yeah, probably.
Maintained his possession.
There's a
and
block.
Bumgartner is fouled. Now Logan's got to make free ones.
Yep.
Kirk with the foul, only his second somehow.
Yeah, he's been involved in everything, Mr. Kirk, and yet has the fewest fouls out there. Well, you'd like to at least, get one of these, get it back up to 4 possession.
I'm counting on 2. Logan Bumgartner, first down the way, got the first.
But net. Well, we know what a tough competitor Logan Bumgartner is.
That is a fact.
I'm telling you what, if we were in a rock fight, he'd be the first guy I'd pick.
I will say this junior class made them both.
I don't think I'd want any of the Badger quarterbacks on my team in a rock fight, because they probably wouldn't hit anybody.
I don't know about that. I don't watch Badger football.
Well, they've lost so many quarterbacks.
Shane Tarjan will come in here.
Yep, for defense. Good defender.
And save some fouls for somebody if you need them.
Yep.
Tucson, top of the circle, pinned down by Moore. Gives right side Bowser. Bowser, skip pass, left corner. Launching the triple off the mark. Butler with a rebound.
And he got knocked and he went out of bounds.
He got bumped out of bounds as he came down.
Just can't close out the game, can we?
Minute 37 to go. Pointers by 11.
They used 16 seconds of their 30 on that possession.
And trying to inbound. Bowser tipped into the hands of Kirk. Kirk with it against Butler, trying to get by him. Over to Tucson. Launches a triple off the rim. Long rebound, Cal Crone. Cal will get it to Shane Tarjan. And off to Butler.
See how quickly they got that to Josiah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lead feed, left side, Seth Myron. Crone, way out away from the hoop. Cal's a pretty good ball handler for a 6'8" guy at our level. It'll go to Myron, off to Tarjan. Shane, the senior.
Oh, there it is.
Cal Crone, he'll finish with a layup.
What a great
good
look.
Seal, good pass.
Beautiful look by Isaiah Moore.
86-73, you're going to win this one. They throw it away.
Yep.
Inside a minute to go, Pointers will get the win. Bumgartner back in for Shane Tarjan.
If you're at home and the drapes are moving, that's a sigh of relief coming from the Quants.
Yeah. 50 seconds to go. Coach got outside the box, and the official quickly, hey.
Scotty, we have scored 52 in this half.
Well, I said, are you going to score 50 or are you going to play some D? Well, I guess you did a little bit of both. Butler into the front court off to Moore and fouled by Tucson.
There's no need to shoot at this point. This game is over.
So Isaiah Moore will get his first trip to the line tonight.
You know what? Credit to Edgewood.
Yeah.
They came in here and came to play. And they had everybody in the Quant Fieldhouse fretting quite a bit in that first half when they got the lead 39-19, up 20.
Isaiah Moore at the line.
Sorry, Scotty. Those last 4 minutes and roughly 30 seconds were crucial to this game, because that was the 20-point lead, and we were able to outscore them in that roughly last 4.5 minutes, 15-6, and that made all the difference in the world.
Moore missed the first. Isaiah's second, rattles out, no. Kirk with a rebound. You're up by 13. Moore, by the way, with 11 points in the game. Kirk drives.
Oh, no, he just lost control.
He fell down,
He
and they're
did.
going to call a foul on Butler.
I do disagree with that foul.
Yeah.
Josiah was
He
doing
lost
everything.
his footing.
Yeah.
Josiah in good position.
And actually
They
ran
call a
away
foul.
from him falling down.
Well, you're going to give Kirk a couple of free ones.
Josiah actually ran away from him.
Butler with his third personal free throw good. And he'll get another one, 86-74 with 35 seconds to go.
Scotty, this crowd should be up, given what they just watched this team do. Sort of a Los Angeles Lakers crowd we got here sometimes, don't we?
There are some times where our folks say our crowd is a little on the elderly side,
Well,
and they don't have that youthful enthusiasm. We still have the most fans, I know that. And it's a hard game to cheer for. It's been totally played at the free throw line here.
Well, that's true. It's been a free throw shooting contest.
Myron off to Butler. It's not like we've seen fadeaway jumpers and dunks and all that stuff. But you're going to get a win, and that's all that matters.
Again, there's no need to shoot here.
Baumgartner double teamed, rips it through a couple of defenders off to Butler. 11 seconds to go. Do have to shoot it. Josiah can't hit it. Crone with a putback, got fouled, didn't get it. Moore with the rebound, and you run out the clock and you get a win. Wow, what a weird game in the sense that it was all played at the free throw line, but you did well enough to pick up a W here tonight. Final score, Stevens Point 86 and Edgewood 75. Our Pointers improved to 3-0 on the year. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. Point manages to make it a 3-0 record, albeit a hard-fought game. A little, I don't know, herky-jerky, stop-start, fouls all over the place. Give credit to the Eagles. I mean, they battled you. They are not a very tall team. Not that the Pointers are really tall by any stretch, but this is Division III basketball. You don't have a lot of, if you want to call it, aircraft carriers in D3.
No.
You get a few guys, maybe 6'7", 6'8" on occasion, like Cal, and that's the way the game's going to be played, so get used to it.
Well, and Edgewood was well prepared because they really packed it in on their defensive end and just kind of always had a helper there. So if we did get it into the post, you knew you were going to go against 2 and sometimes 3. And Edgewood said, well, we got to give up something. Well, what are we going to give up? Drives, or are we going to give up shots? And they said, we're going to give up outside shots. The Pointers only shot for the game 47%, just 6 of 21 from the three-point line. And so we didn't really make them pay for packing it in. There was just a few times down the stretch where we were able to get that help out of the back end of that defense. And then Josiah Butler was able to drive off that right side and get to the rim and get either fouled or get the layup, which proved crucial for the game. And then offensively, they just did something that you're seeing more and more and more in college basketball, and that's playing without a real post, and in fact just vacating the post and running 5 out with a lot of screen and then cuts across and back cuts and running defenders off screens and making you battle through those. And in the first half, that led to open shots, and they hit an unusual percent. At one time, they were 71%, and they were 7 of 10 from the three-point line. And that's one of those games where you say, well, at some point, they're going to have to cool down from out there. Fortunately for us, they did, because if they were to continue to shoot at that percentage, you were going to be in trouble. But give the Pointers credit. They fell behind by 20, 39-19, and everybody was in a bit of a state of shock. As I mentioned as we were going to break, those last 4 minutes where we went on that 15-6 run and got it down to 11, you went into the locker room thinking, all right, this is manageable. And we would come out and slowly chip away at that, get it back to even, and once we did, we were able to put this one away down the stretch, outscoring Edgewood by 22 points in the second half for the victory. But I'd like to say it was a thing of beauty, but I don't know, Scotty. Was there anything beautiful about this game other than the final score, maybe?
Well, that's all that you need.
Yeah, that's the only thing that matters, right?
Beauty you really need.